Yeah, hi everyone. So, I'm- I'll introduce myself. So myself Sai Teja. So I'll be walking you through this data visualization. Yeah, we'll just go through our workshop and we'll be starting with a basic question around data visualization. So I hope you people can share the screen.
Yes, I.
Yes,
Yeah, I think the screen is being shared. Okay. So the thing is, so people who are aware of basic visualization or data visualization, you can just answer this basic questionnaire. So just brief it in your own words. What does a data visualization mean? So in a one-liner or anything. Nice. Good. So the thing is, so why not I just give a Excel sheet of data? So what makes it a far difference for you to? Makes sense. So the thing is, so we people are more drawn to charts, right? So even let's consider if there is a generic example of, let's imagine I have provided you this Excel sheet, so whatever the raw data, and let's say I have provided you a visual to just depict something. Obviously, you go with the seeing a chart itself, right? Let's imagine so the sheet itself contains a minimal thing. Let's consider it contains about 1,000 words. So it's far difficult for us to just peep into every data. So either it might be structured or unstructured. So instead, visualization helps us to grasp things a lot faster, right? And visualization itself a universal communication language. So it's people who are with a basic visual knowledge, so they can just get note what's happening, right? So this is all regarding visualization is nothing but so before diving into a technical dive. So this is all regarding. So let's consider whatever the raw data we are utilizing. So in the real time, so we are all dealing with the data. We are being within a data-driven version, right? So visualization helps us to like represent data a way much easier and understanding. Let's see. So we can just go with the technical data itself. So it's all about a graphical representation of data. So not just an exact representation of data. So corely we analyze the data. So whatever the data we collect, so we just analyze and later we process to data visualization. So this is the thing. So whatever the thing you just have mentioned, so visualizing data within a chart or any other form is nothing but a visualization itself. But somehow we'll just go through so how data visualization actually works. So how the process and in real time how people work with visualizations, right? So mostly visualization is all about transforming complex data sets. So data sets are nothing but which you will deal with in a real time while building a project. So we might be hearing this word data set itself. And mostly, generally, it might be a data set. So somehow you're dealing with a data. So it can be a live data or a static data. And yeah, so what makes us easier through data visualization? It simplifies insights, so you can grasp and find what is the trend and pattern it's been going on. And mostly, so with the data, so since I have mentioned, we have been living within this data-driven world. As per your knowledge, so whatever the data it's been generated within the previous year, 2025, it's more than the data it's been generated over 10 years. So let's say consider, I'll just mention. So there is a time constraint, right? So for data generation, so everything goes on internet itself. Data stays, it's trackable. Let's consider, so whatever the data amount of data is it's being generated in year 2025, it's more than the sum of data which is being generated within the couple of years. So let's consider 2023 and 2024. Now you can see how the data is being raised. Hope you have an idea about how this data is being generated. Obviously, so now there are integration itself. We will be discussing things here. So the thing is, so I hope we have, yeah. So now you have a more concern on data itself. So it's not about collecting data or storing data. The data is a core statement for every organization, whatever the company, or we being living with this world. Let's consider, I hope you people are using Instagram on daily basis. So what is the amount of data is being generated by the single individual itself? Yeah, no, depends. So, yeah, there are continuous content creators, so who post on daily stuff or whatever you make itself a data, right? So I like something, so you will be tracking of your own activity itself. You just have like, so itself an information itself, right? So how Instagram can process this all data? So Instagram upholds billions of users, right? So yeah, good. Exactly. Good. Visuals. No worry, don't hesitate. You are not comfortable with Telugu, you can just go through. No issues. No worries. So just interrupt me whenever you get the thing itself, right? So this is, so ultimately what DV helps us. So it enhances us to understand things way better. So how the things happening, so what are the trends, patterns, if you consider organizations. So we are here to just, they need to adapt to market itself. In order to adapt, so they need to analyze the market itself, how the things are going on. So let's consider the Instagram example itself. So you people are being pushed with the content where you are mostly seen with the famous content. Let's say it's a trending content. So let's some say a trending audio is being going on or a trending, so whatever the trend is being going, so it's being shared to all of the Instagram users. So mostly the interaction increases, so the watch time increases. So it's how they generate revenue via advertisements, right? And this is all regarding data visualization. Now we have a basic questionnaire: why data visualization, right? So just move on with, so understanding data visualization. So what is data visualization is all about? It's not about turning my data into chart itself. So within this between process, I need to analyze the data itself. Let's say consider I have some raw data, so I can't directly visualize things away. So I need to analyze. Let's consider the previous example itself. I have given you a spreadsheet. So which contains, so there are no column names, but there are all the values mentioned it. So it's hard for us to analyze. Then we'll analyze so what might be it. Let's consider it might be an e-commerce data. Then I can have an idea. So what are the things? So product or product description or average order value of this actual product, and things goes like. And moreover, clarity and efficiency. So data visualization follows some strict statistical values. So there is no ambiguity like may or may not be 30 or 35 or between these specific values. No, it might be a specific statistical calculation. You can, I think you are well aware of mean, median, mode, statistical values. So they are particular values. So they can't vary, right? This is how things work. And insight discovery. So through visualization, you can just get known to, so let's consider whether the market is, how volatile the market is. So what is the profit? So whether it's loss, and based on the insights, we can just plan accordingly, right? And it simplifies data for insights and helps us to make quicker decisions, right? So I think we have covered what is data visualization right now and importance of data visualization. So I think we'll just go through a short note on this. So obviously it's faster insights rather than being into general data. So we can just grasp things ever faster with the graphs itself. Exactly. And moreover, a better communication, right? So if I just show you on visual, so instead of a spreadsheet, it's hard for me to explain what's happening right over there. So visual helps you to even grasp like what's happening. And moreover, this data-driven culture, as we have mentioned, it's not about upholding the data or collecting data. It's all about utilization of data, right? So it all relies on your decision making itself, right? And this is the importance of visualization. And what is the present day impact of data visualization? Hope you people, so you can just come up with your thoughts. So do you think so organizations are using data visualization right now? Right? Mostly we doesn't know, so we never been into more of the organization. So however, whatever the CEO, CTOs, they used to communicate with the visuals itself, unlike us. Yeah. For creating such a, I mean, for maintaining this, for coming to India, India is one of the largest countries in the world. For creating and storing the humans' data, I mean, people's data, we definitely use the digital in our daily life. It's more effective in our daily life. Yeah, yes. And it's easiest way to access the picture. So that we can easily maintain our consistency and more clarity, efficiency, and accordingly, so planning will be more concise. So it's all about how organizations are empowered with BI tools. So there are few roles where specifically they're for a visualization itself, whatever data visualization engineer and a visualization expert. So there are many other roles which are dedicated for visualization itself. And I think this is what present day impact is. So in order to sustain in a present market or in order to grow, so you must analyze what's happening with you, and to make this possible, so visualization helps you way ahead of like with a regular constraints itself, right? And so let's go through the trends itself. I know we people are being in a era, so right, so everything is integrated, so there is no space for this vacuums. So let's consider, so right from 2020 there is a rise for this BI tools. So at then there is an existence of a Power BI, so some tool, and Tableau as some tool for visualization itself. So people aren't that aware and eager to learn. So right from 2020 there is like inside culture have started. So instead of analyzing so what are the basic stats, people have moved into a specified environment where they can interact with their visuals. So regular bar charts, they won't be that dynamic. Even Excel itself, right before the previous versions, there is no things like pivot charts, so dynamic synchronizations and chart updations. In order to overcome this, they need a specified environment for visualization. So there itself an existence of Power BI and Tableau, and there are a lot many other tools too. So 2021, so the data democratization have started, and 2022 there is embedded analytics. So instead of using the static data set, let's say for every time I need to just go with a visual. So as usually, let's consider a stock market data. So it changes for every period of time. Let's consider, so with the static data, I can uphold only, so maybe I need the visualization for today, so I need to rework and I need to just visualize things again. And there itself have a live streaming of data. So connecting data sources via databases. So there is a continuous stream of data to visualization tools itself. And whatever the VA tools we are using, so they have strong integration towards all of the databases and cloud databases even. And same as 2023 and 2024, so you can just go through, so more advanced visuals. So unlike the existing visuals, there are 3D modeling, scatter plots or Sankey charts. So there is a rise of these charts to even more concise analysis. And 2024, you can have a real-time dashboards. So the synchronized way, so it's same as whatever the data is updated. And 2025, I think we are being in a self-service BI tools where we have integrations of AI who is taking care of things and even ML integration with the visualization tools itself. While discussing regarding the specific tools, I'll mention so what integrations there have been. And let's consider, so what are the futures of, what is the future of data visualization? So mostly we have been experiencing this AI assisted insights, right? For Power BI and Tableau, there are AI tools integrated within it, copilots. So which answers you what's happening. And even AI assists you to, so what will be better for you. And same as, so conversational dashboards. I think these might feel some exaggerating, but somehow within the few years, they might be implementing anyway. Right. So conversational dashboards. So you interacting with your visuals itself, and hope you have people have an idea about Apple Vision Pro. Yeah. So people are now entering into this augmented reality and virtual reality. So it way like makes a way even better with interacting with your visuals, right? And so what are the business applications? So people mostly focus on key performance indicators. It's like a summarization of its all data. Let's say the entire profit, the entire product sold. So these can be considered as key performance indicators. So for any business, it's a indicator which decides whether it's in a rise or not, right? And mostly interactive dashboards. So people, in order to make a better decision making, so the interactive dashboard helps us to make informed decisions. And strategy tracking, as we have mentioned, so adapting to current market strategies or current patterns or trends. So based on it, strategies are being planned over it. And I hope you have an idea about real world applications, so how Netflix streams or even IPL is being going on, right? So how the streaming is going on. So everything keep tracks of regarding so who have been streaming. So whether the streaming contain latency or not. So these are the things. And supply chain, like I hope you people have an idea about this, right? So Amazon did not track in each individual's order itself, so they summarize all the things. So they have been working on complex data of or whatever the orders, so the supply chain. Yeah, no, supply chain is nothing but so how the product is being delivered to you right from ordering. So this process is simply considered as supply chain. So how the products are being supplied to you. Let's say I have ordered something from Amazon right from my application. So Amazon itself. So right from how the order is picking and how it's delivering, you can just go through. So product is out for delivery, so order placed, move to ship to nearby location. So this is all regarding itself as supply chain itself. And mostly these are real world applications and cross domain integration we have mentioned. So we have like ID, whatever the things are, they have been integrated and have data visualization have a great integration towards whatever the data driven domain along with all the existing organizations even. Actually, we have covered everything. Just a sec. So I have covered everything right until the basic questionnaire, why data visualization, what is data visualization. Let's consider into what are includings of data visualization. So in order to master data visualization, so what are things we require? Mostly we'll go with the flow. So what does we require in general? Data itself, right? We need to collect the data. So data sources can be more versatile, so it can be anything. And the process of collecting this data into our data, like whatever the environment, it can be considered as data ingestion. It's a process of collecting data from multiple resources. And the second thing is it's not about collecting, right? We must store efficiently. For this, we'll use data storage, which is a database itself. And right now there are mostly go for, if it's a structured data, we'll go for MySQL, PostgreSQL, so whatever the structured databases. Right, for unstructured, we have NoSQL databases like MongoDB, right? And data analytics, the further step, which is all about analyzing data. So you have collected data, you have stored data. So there might be an efficient retrieval and storage of data. And the next thing is analysis of data. How you analyze the data? So will raw data be a clean to process to visualize itself? Obviously no. So we need to do few things to ensure the data is where it like. So we focus on quality data, right? So for this we'll use ETL process. It's nothing but extract, transform, load. So this is a process regarding your BI visual, like BI tool itself. So we'll extract whatever the stored data. It might be Excel data, connecting data source from your database. So it's all about extracting all your data, so transforming it into how visualization environment will process it into and loading into your environment itself. This is a premost process which you will do for visualization. And next thing, database management, we have a data lakes, so which acts as centralized repository for your clean data. So regular database consists of your regular data itself. Data lakes process your clean data. So you need not to do every time to clean the data, to transform the data. Right? And the next most part is BI layer. So BI layer is nothing but it will provide you all over the charts you require. So whatever the visualizations you require, so they'll just go through. And this is all regarding. So let's see. So we'll be discussing what are the tools and tech stack we'll be using for data visualization. And mostly the core tech stack goes with Power BI, Tableau, and Python. Okay. So let me consider. So people, you can question me. So when to use these things? Okay. So Python, I think you don't need an introduction for it, right? So it have a lot of integrations and it's a very versatile language which consists of all of the integrations. So whatever the domain you have been working with, so it have a lot of integrations with it and the powerful libraries and modules within it. Let's consider, I'll give a simple example where you can define when to use it. So Python, it consists of which uses your computation itself. So it requires more, when the data is more robust and more large and complex, so you use Python to make visuals. So it can understand, so since you have a computational power, it have a more versatility towards whatever the data cleaning, processing, future engineering. And mostly Power BI and Tableau, these are tools which you can directly pick whatever the chart you require and you plot things away. That's the main difference. And in order to remember, so when the data is more complex, let's say you are dealing with the scientific data. So mostly BI tools are not fine with this to deal with. So mostly you'll go with a Python based data visualization itself. And so these are the tools and tech stack we'll be using. As usual, Python for data visualization, and the library is called Seaborn, Matplotlib, which are for visualization dedicated libraries itself. So, and which are powerful libraries of Python, so which are for visualization, and pandas to deal with data handling. So since these are not capable of dealing with the null values or inconsistency with the data, so in order to deal with this data handling, we'll use pandas. Same as NumPy to deal with all your numerical data. So since all plots can be a numerical depictions itself, so it'll convert your all categorical data into some numerical representations, and this is how you just make. On the other side, we have Power BI Tableau, and Quillic is right now. So this is a new tool that's being drawing attention from the people, and mostly Plotly is even a Python library itself. This is all regarding tools and tech stack. And moving for tools overview. Let's discuss. So what are these tools? I hope so people who have a great knowledge on working on Excel tool, so whatever Microsoft centric tools, I think you don't require any pre-introduction for these tools. So Power BI is being maintained with Microsoft itself, and it have a strong integration towards all their ecosystem. So whatever Excel, even PowerPoint. So you can integrate your Power BI visuals into them. And mostly Power BI is affordable than Tableau, so a little. And mostly in the free version itself, you will get most of the features which are worth of using it. And coming to Tableau, Tableau is being maintained by Salesforce. So mostly it's the tools are great at for visualization, but somehow they differ by with pricing itself. So Tableau have different kinds of features, right? Yeah. So mostly the use case defines. So, but somehow people stick on to their preferred tool because so all the thing is it's about interface. So I think Power BI we have been grown up with using Excel something. So the interface looks same as so it is uniform. Tableau it might be a little new, but it's have a steep learning curve. Somehow while using it, you will be so it becomes a habit for you utilizing it, but it takes some time to adapt to things. So where are the options? So like it's all about navigation itself, right? And somehow I don't think Excel rates you to an intro for this. So mostly we are familiar, and right now, so it's not an Excel right before. So right now we have Python integration. You can write your Python code within Excel itself. You have all of the functions you require. We have so like a dynamic synchronization of data with pivot tables and live visuals even. So they update gradually. So this is all regarding, and I think we have even covered this. And now I think sort of time will just move on for hands-on part. I'll show you. So the three things with the visualization itself, and we'll explore visualization with Python, Tableau, and Power BI as well. So I'll move it up. So before diving into it, so the premost thing is so to analyze your data. So you need to get known to what is the data is all about. So I'll explain a little about this data card. So this is all regarding a planetary data set. So compository data where which planet have been discovered in which specific year and what are the metrics regarding that. So what is the planet radius, how they are distant from each other, right? So these are the names, the planet names accordingly, and we have which method they have utilized to discover them. So I think this is a basic overview of data itself. Now you can just go to notes. So it's all about a planetary data set on all the details regarding it. I'll just go through. So I'll brief it what happened here, ignore the code itself. So I'll explain you what happened there. That's it. So these are the models I have utilized to visualize and in order to analyze the data. Since I have mentioned you, right? So NumPy for dealing with the numerical data, pandas for dealing with the categorical data. So whatever, but the data analysis itself. And Plotly is a visualization library which can be accessed over a matplotlib itself, right? Let's consider, so this is an SQL query. You can just get note to this, whatever the HTTP link which is used to fetch all the planetary data. So via URL, I am fetching this data, and so you can just get note to, so how many exoplanets we have. This got data about 6,273 exoplanets. But somehow there are inconsistencies. Few values for few planets might be missing. So however, system can't consider these things as a number. So because it's null, they can't even process either it's a number or anything. And somehow we drop all the null values. So whatever the columns or rows that contains a null values, they have been removed. Right? So drop null is to remove drop null values in short. Right? And somehow for future engineering, we don't consider everything. So we'll select a few based on a few cases you can just consider a planet. So we can just get noted with regarding radius. So we'll deal with this specific planets which are, let's say, consider. So let's say 1.25. I'll show you what metrics on basis. So I think these are regarding nautical miles. So, yeah. So after data clean, so these are the planets we have ready for analysis. So that is 989 planets. And I have used a little ML. So in order to make cluster, so in order to make them a little group data, so I have used clustering for it. And right now I'll show you what we have done. That's it. So based on it, we'll just analyze. So three specific tasks. That is, so what is the relation between radius versus orbital period? So how the radius affects the orbital period itself. So this is how you can just get known to. Let me. So this is a basic scatter plot which depicts you. So the correlation between them. Correlation is nothing but how two things are correlated to each other. So with regarding one, so other will change. So this is how we just have figured out. So I'll just mention. So whatever here the planets, so the total compound planets, average Earth masses. So these are nothing but KPIs, what we have mentioned, key performance indicators, right? And mostly this is all regarding the charts. So we have multivariate analysis, so some variable analysis itself. So we have compared mass of like with respect to mass of Earth, radius of Earth, star temperature and distance. So with regarding our Earth adaptability, so we have indicators, yeah. So key performance indicators are nothing but let's you are dealing with some data. So it's all about summarization since I have mentioned you, right? So let's consider an e-commerce data itself, right now leave this data here. So it's all about summarization, the total, like, so which describes your entire data within single value, the total or profit. So these can be considered as key performance indicators. So based on the specific value, we can just plan accordingly. So these can be considered as key performance indicators, right? And mostly we have multivariate analysis, like variable analysis with regarding this four constraints along with. So we have 3D cluster view of how we, like, let's consider they have been a 3D space where we can simulate the exact distance between them. You can just get known to the three-dimensional coordinates, so x, y, z. So what are the, like, let me go through. So you can just interact with your visual, so how they're distant between each other. So it is a 3D scatter plot, and mostly we have mentioned. So you can just get known to, so what is the discovery method? So you can just go to proportions. This is nothing but a donut chart, so which describes you the proportions of discovery method. That's it. And I think this is how we usually, this is a basic analysis and visualization in Python, so which you can understand. And we'll just focus on the same thing through Tableau, right? So this is the same data. So you can just get known to the same thing itself. So what is the planet name, planet mass, what is the radius of that planet, and ST stands for system data. So while discovering, so it's all regarding the system data of, right? And let's consider. I'll explain you what are the graphs and why I have picked for them. Let's say I'll go with the basic questionnaire. I need to get known to which planets have been discovered in which year. The basic thing. And mostly, so it's not about discovered in which year. I need to get known to what is the count of planets discovered in over years. If you just go through, so each planet discovery, so it will be elongated. So we'll just go with this basic line view where you can just get known to. So let's consider what are the plots I have been. So on x-axis I have mentioned discovery year, which year they have been discovered, and same as count of planets, right? So if you just go through, I think 2016 it's have a huge discovery of planets. There is around 1432 planets, right? So I think this is as regarding. So this is other version of line chart itself. Let's see. So the galactic map, how the void is, so how the planets are being differed. You can just get known to the descendant value, which specifies the distance between planets, whether within the existing belt, they are within a mid-range or a far range. So it depends on galactic map, how the planets you can just get known to. So what is the planet name? So distance category, whether it is nearby or far. So these are the things we have analyzed. And so this is something called best fit line. Within a scatter plot, the best fit line itself upholds the similar things. So let's consider. You can get known to a similar alike planets. You can just planet type is a Neptunian. So moreover, whatever the line it upholds, whatever the planets that aligns with this line, they are a similar kind of planets. We have different kinds, like Sun is nothing but a helium chain, so burning star, and these are like Earth is nothing but a water mass body. So alike. So in order to compare things away, we have super Earth, so which resembles the Earth environment along with Neptunian planets and gas giants. So this is how we generalize. You can just go down to, so these planets are alike of Neptunian and mostly Gaussian planets. And the same thing, so bar charts, so which depicts, so discovery facility, which planets have been discovered with the previous summarization itself. And I have mentioned, so there is a diagram called a Sankey diagram. I think it's been loading here. So it is all regarding a regular mapping, but with a complex notation. So you can just get note. So it's like from childhood we have been matching, right? So let's say, so matching options. Yeah, it's the same thing. So to generalize in an interactive way itself. So so it have like in like interaction with your chat. You can mostly I'll go with storyboard. So which I have been working with. So the golden age of cosmic discovery. The same chat we have been using it until right now. So that is which planet have been discovered in. So how many planets have discovered in which specific year itself. So I can just get now to telling you a storyboard like, so this is the age of golden age of cosmic discovery and mapping the void. So galactic map, how the planets have been dispersed, so that all the dispersion around it, like whatever the space belt. So anatomy of oil and worlds, that is, so I think so this is something we have mentioned it as a exaggerating. So mostly we'll deal with these aspects and mostly we'll move on with dashboard. So this is how your Tableau dashboard would look like. Now it makes sense, right? So how the data is being right over here. Now it makes sense, right? To have analyzed and what's happening. So what have happened in this data? And I think we are done with that. So I'll just walk you through the Power BI interview or like interface, and I'll just go through. Right. So this is all regarding e-commerce sales dashboard, and I'll just tell you what data it is all about. So e-commerce sales with, so which state, like you can just get known to all the metrics, which state have been performed. So some amount by state. Yeah, I think you have mentioned the key performance indicators, right? KPIs. Whatever this sum of amount, sum of quantity, sum of profit, and sum of average order value. So these are key performance indicators. Now we can just get down to, so this is the amount of made through whole things, and I'll just describe you this dashboard. Yeah, so we have, no, it's all about summarization. Let's consider, so the total students attended. It's my key performance instead of each individual or how many students. And mostly segregation. So these are from this college. So few are from this college. So this is all about performance, like indicating something, right? So performance regarding performance. So based on it, we'll make decisions, right? That's it. And the all data is, so whatever the data is being, let's consider for a financial year, they have utilized it for like divided for 4 quarters. That is 3 months. So for every 3 months they have analyzed. So analysis based on 3 months. So now we can just go through the quarterly data. And let's consider quarter one. So you can just get known to what is the sum of amount made by the state-wise, and along with the amount like a payment method. So you can just get known to, so most of the people use CODs, cash on delivery itself. And so here are the people who have made a larger sum. So who have bought the products for higher prices. And this is sum of amount like quantity by category. So which category of goods have been sold on most. You can just go down to, so clothing is the most sold thing, and you can just get down to, so profit analysis. So you can just get down to mappingly. So how things like you can, this is how you interact with your visuals itself. So the mappings to their own whatever the consider visuals itself, right? And if you just go through. So this is for quarter one and quarter two, quarter three. You can just get known to. So you can even just mention loss and efficient colorings even. So color theory right now. So I think this is fine regarding what we have just gone through. So if you have any doubts, you can just reach me out now. Just a second. Yeah. So people have any doubts regarding what I have discussed and regarding visualizations, you can just ask me. So you can unmute yourself or you can keep it in a chat box even. Yeah, I think. Okay then. So we'll be just walking you through like for a cloud workshop. So we'll be starting with them just. We'll be starting with the cloud workshop. So the screen is being shared for you, right?
Yes.
Hello. Screen is being shared.
Yes. Yes. Hello.
No. So we'll be starting with this cloud. So people can just get known to so whatever you know about a cloud. So what is a cloud is all about? I think we have been listening to this word over time. Hope you have any idea on cloud.
Cloud is a network, sir.
Makes sense. So mostly same. So we'll just align some technical words so it would make even better sense. So yeah, we'll be discussing what is the cloud itself. So cloud is nothing but you are using daily on basis. So how you are using your Google Photos or OneDrive. So this is all regarding a cloud. Cloud in one sentence, it's all about if you have an internet, you can access data from anywhere. If you have any data source itself, like whatever your mobile phone or laptop, right? So cloud is nothing but so delivering of this computing services over internet. So people usually have a conception of cloud is all about storing data and deploying applications. So cloud is way more, like it's way more about that. So beyond we have things like so not just to store data. So I think the laptop even stores your data, right? So then what's the thing is about cloud is so cloud provides you. Let me so we are going to this. We'll just go through this. So cloud is nothing but storing your all data and providing computers computing services over internet. So mostly these are the two things people have been aware of, and mostly right. I think we are already going through. So yeah. So cloud services are nothing but to provide anything over internet. So it might be security, it might be providing you to deploy applications, to store your data and for efficient retrieval and your security for your applications, to build your applications. So these are the cloud services you have been working with. And what's the thing with cloud is, so instead of maintaining a physical systems which would take you a lot more upfront cost. So in order to get, so if you need to set up a server, you would require some lakhs of rupees to get node. And in order to maintain your, you need to maintain your server, and you need to buy your computational units like GPUs and whatever CPUs you require. And it's more about server maintenance. So it's very hard for us to just maintain it on a like a physical basis. So what does cloud provide? So it provides so on-demand and scalable resources with self-service provisioning. So you just go through a cloud interface and you just pick whatever the things you require. Let's say if in order to deploy your application, so you'll just prefer to pick the right service itself. So what are the things I require? And pay as you go. So it's not the subscription doesn't goes like whether you use doesn't you need to pay monthly. No. So you can pay as you go. So whatever the services you have been utilizing, you will be paid to that amount like for that services only. And for now, cloud helps us to go for better, faster innovation and reduce infrastructure management. Let's consider so each individual is maintaining their own server or so maintaining these things so more oftenly. So it would cost you more than a lakhs, right? Instead, cloud enables us to the same things via internet. You can access your data, whatever the things you are dealing with, you will be maintaining through cloud itself, and mostly we'll just go through. So we'll be discussing what are the major cloud platforms right now. I think it's AWS, Microsoft Azure, and GCP. And mostly AWS upholds so greatest share among the cloud services, and Azure has next to that, and GCP right now though it's scaling itself into more organizations, and these are the major cloud platforms. And so I think what it is. So what are the prerequisites to use cloud? A system, your mobile phone, a stable internet connection, and basic computer knowledge, and even networking will be add-on for it, right? And so as we have mentioned, so cloud computing is all about your storage, processing power, and databases. And mostly these are the most utilized resources for everyone, right? And right? So instead of let's consider I have my system and my phone, so I can't access my lab data or whatever it is in it. When it is in a cloud, so I can access from anywhere. And how the cloud works? So it is not a single physical thing, right? Somewhere the data is being stored in data centers in a physical form, but somehow it's all regarding so it flows through the internet itself, right? And so it's a global network of remote servers. Let's consider. So I hope we have been watching IPL, so streaming, right? So it doesn't directly come from whatever the Hotstar servers or so. They used to maintain cloud providers. It might be AWS or Azure, so whatever the things. So nearby regions. So whatever the nearest data center, so it's been streaming the data from there. So through this, I think we are like, this is how we just deal with the latency, right? And I think we have discussed this. Google Photos and Netflix streaming, these are the applications for how the cloud works. And what are the types of cloud services? We have SaaS and we'll just, so software as service. So you need not to build anything. So I need some work need to be done. So there are applications that are built already. So the examples are Google Workspace. So you need not to have built everything. So these are the pre-built applications you can utilize on like without any prior knowledge. And platform as service. So let's consider they'll provide you an environment like a Google App Engine, so which Vertex AI, so which helps you to build applications via the cloud services. And there is imagine of Google. So now I think it's been within Gemini itself. So prior to that, it's a cloud tool itself in order to image generation and VO3. So these are the cloud things. So where you can even you can build your Gemini applications via their cloud services and infrastructure as a service. Let's say I have deployed my application. So for every application, it requires a computational resources like RAM, storage, OS, right? So these things can be provided over infrastructure as service. And I hope we have why to migrate like to cloud? Cost efficient. So instead of storing within a hard disk or any SSD, so it weighs like process much faster and like you can access it from anywhere. So global access and disaster recovery. Let's consider your hard disk or SSD is being damaged, so you can retrieve your all your data. But somehow cloud stores its data via multiple servers. So there is greater security for your data and mostly so you can recover your data itself, right? And what are the key benefits? So cost efficient, scalability, accessibility, and security. So cloud even provides you a lot more security to your applications and via cloud-based security offerings here, right? So we'll discuss so hybrid and multi-cloud. So for the miscellaneous types, So hybrid cloud is nothing but, let's say, organizations will usually maintain their own physical servers. At the same time, the hybrid, it's all about a combination of physical servers and along with the cloud servers even. And multi-cloud. So it's not one cloud we are sufficient with. You can utilize multi-cloud infrastructure. And for the like for some services you can utilize AWS, and for some services you can integrate your Azure, and you can interconnect with your services even. And what are the key benefits of thing is, so now for the deployment you are using Docker, which acts like a predefined box which stores all your applications and libraries, everything. So it stays consistent however you transform. And as you know, so it's not only one application is being not sufficient for entire users. Let's say there is something called load or a traffic. The application is built on it's sufficient of course. What if 200 or 300 users of just traffic increases? So for this we have a Kubernetes which deals with the automated deployment, right? It usually focuses on replicas. So for 100 users, it runs on one application. So the application replicates, and the thing is, so it follows pods, the concept of pods. So it scales accordingly, the number of users increases. And microservice architecture, as we have mentioned, so what if load increases? Load balancer deals with it. And what if content lacks? There are something like content delivery networks, so which deals with all your content delivery. And I think these are regarding. So what are the cloud roles? There is a cloud engineer, DevOps engineering, data engineer, AI developer, cloud consultant. So these are the roles and these are the responsibilities of them. So who design the cloud architecture, and there are cloud architects even. So these are the cloud roles. And so what are the future trends? So there is edge computing and serverless computing. So these are the right now, so future trends regarding cloud. And I think I'm done. So if you have any doubts, you can just ask me. Kubernetes. So let's say Kubernetes is an open source tool that is built by Google. So it's an open source tool. Kubernetes is an service where Docker is for deployment, right? So you have deployed application. The application upholds a minimal RAM and minimal computational services. The same thing. It's the same let's consider. So you people have just visited over here. So mostly you can accommodate so few people. And what if the traffic increases? Let's say people of 100 have just came. So what I will just go through? Scale to the next room. Right? So it is how the load is being shared. Let's say, so pods are nothing but a consistent application. So let's say for 100 users, the existing application is sufficient. For next 100 users, it uses a replica, a duplicate application itself. So it replicates and scales accordingly. And even if 300 increases, so there are something called worker nodes. So who deals with the scaling itself? That's it. It's all about Kubernetes. And yeah, people out there who have any doubts, you can just ask me. Or else you can just keep it in a chat box too.
Thanks for the informative session, Sai. So Neil, if they are having any, they're not having any doubts, you can just start your session without any delay.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yep. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I think we're done, and Mr. Neelakanteshwar will just follow up you through this workshop on AI, machine learning, and generative AI. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sai. Yeah, guys, good morning all once again. And now, yeah, good morning. And now we continue this session, and now we discuss about AI, ML, that is AI, artificial intelligence, or ML is nothing but machine learning, and generative AI, what exactly it is. That means not only about theoretical concepts or definitions, we understand about the concept first, then we discuss about the real world applications, and then we discuss about the future impacts. And that means here we understand from a basic definition to and how we can use in the real world, and we can see about one practical example also how we can implement all those things and how it is going to work. Okay, that means from understanding AI to building our real world solutions. Okay, we see about all those things. Okay, and before starting about this question, please let me know how many of you used any chat GPTs or any whatever the AI tools and any Instagram reels, YouTube recommendations, or any Spotify music, all those things today. Let me know about these things. How many of you use it? Anyone? Respond by unmuting yourself or maybe in a chat box, whatever it is.
Yeah, 1 minute, Neelkanth, please on hold. Here is an introduction.
Okay.
Yeah, now you can.
Yeah, guys. Thank you. Hey, guys, please let me know how many of you used these things earlier. Anyone? It may be chat GPTs or it may be YouTube recommendations or Instagram reels. That means I think all of you watch the Instagram reels. That means your day is incomplete without Instagram, right? That means that is usually all the users, all the persons thing. That means how they will give you the feeding to each and every personalized contents to each and every user means behind it is a AI. Okay, that means if you use any of these things, that means you already interacted with the AI. Okay, and that's the thing. And now we start this thing with one of the interesting question, that is why we are talking about AI today. That means AI is not a new thing or a new word. That means it is introduced in the 1950s itself. But nowadays we are all talking about AI extremely. Why? Because the AI is now moved from research labs to our mobile phones. That means each and every day we are using AI. That means AI becomes a part of our life. If you take a what are the things examples, like if you are using like any social medias like Instagram, YouTube, or it may be Facebook, what are the things, okay, behind the scene it will get the AI is running. That means if you observe the things like if you search it for any product on on Amazon or whatever the things, okay, and suddenly you get the ads related to that in a Instagram. If you use in Instagram, you could just suddenly get the ads for the about those things. Did you observe these things? Okay, that means if you observe these things, these are all powered by the AI only. That means AI is not about only research labs. Now it is spread out to all the persons. That means each and every part of our life we are using AI. And most of the industries are also using AI to improve their performance. Okay. Sorry. That's why in the future also, that means if you when it comes to the professional life also, we need to learn about the AI. Okay, and if you see about these things, this image, this is, if you observe this, if you think like it is a AI, that is artificial intelligence, and this artificial intelligence is involved in many industries like education, or it may be healthcare, or it may be finance, transportation, any movies, animations, and even as entertainment platforms like social media, all those things. Okay, that means from a small startup to a big MNC, each and everyone is evaluated with AI, and our also daily we are interacting with AI. Okay, that means if you see about some examples like a personalized recommendation systems like Netflix and Amazon. Okay, how they will suggest you the personal recommended movies for each and everyone. Suppose if you take a Netflix, and Netflix suggests you the movies correctly for a millions of people users. That means in a behind is there any someone some person is behind the things to suggest those movies means no. Okay, this is all suggested. This is all done by the AI algorithms. Okay, and if you take as a smart assistants like Google assistants or maybe a Siri, that means if you say about Hey Google or Hey Siri, just set an alarm. That means it understands. That's AI. And the chatbots like a ChatGPT, that means the ChatGPT is used. ChatGPT is nowadays all are used for students. If you take a students also or maybe professional, whatever the things, okay, they can use this AI ChatGPTs for generating a code or for interview purposes and implementing the resume. Okay, that means they are using this for different purposes. Yeah, that means this is all powered by the AI itself. Okay, that means if you, I finally say that if you realize it or not, you are already using every day, even if you don't realize it also. Okay, that is why now we are talking about AI. And now we discussed about where AI is spread and how far the AI is spread out, right? And now we see about what exactly artificial intelligence is, that is the AI is. Okay, artificial intelligence or AI is nothing but it means we are giving the capability to think to the machines to think and to perform like a human. That means what the human can do means human can think, human can learn, and human can recognize the patterns, human can analyze the things, and they can reasoning. And that means here we are giving the AI is nothing but AI is mimicking some of these specific tasks or specific things from what humans can do. Okay, that is nothing but the artificial intelligence. Okay, that means here we are giving the ability to the machines to perform tasks like a humans, but without any human intelligence. That is nothing but the artificial intelligence. Okay, that's what I mentioned. Like AI enables machines to think, learn, and make a decisions. Okay, same like a human intelligence. Okay, and some of the artificial intelligence applications are, if you see about the unlocking your phone, okay, using your face, okay, it is powered by the AI, artificial intelligence. And voice assistants like Google Assistants or Alexa, these are powered by the artificial intelligence, that is the AI. And self-driving cars, that means how self-driving cars utilize this AI means with the help of the artificial intelligence. That means how, if you are driving a car, what we can do means we observe the environments and the surroundings, and based on the surrounding situation we are going to take a decision, like you are go straight or take a right or left, or you want to sound horn, or you need to speed up or press a brake. That means that you have some multiple choice. Okay, based on the surroundings and the situation you will take one action. Same like that, this artificial intelligence can mimic a human intelligence. Without any humans, they can mimic all those things and they can act accordingly. Okay, same like that we can use it in self-driving cars. And if you take any chatbots for answering questions, like if you take some banking application, they can provide the chatbot now. Okay, that means if you have any questions or if you have any doubts or any queries regarding any applications or any situation, you can ask them and they can clarify your doubts. And not only these chatbots, if you take a ChatGPT, it is also a chatbot like that only. If you have any questions or answers, you can ask and they can generate. That means it is some advanced chatbot. That's it. Okay, this is how artificial intelligence is. Okay, that means AI is nothing but making a machines that can behave like humans in a specific task. That is nothing but the artificial intelligence. And here I want to tell you one more thing. There is a common misconception about the artificial intelligence is, okay, already, I mean, most of the people think like artificial intelligence, AI is nothing but a robots only. But it is not. AI is not only about robots. nowadays AI is nothing but a software intelligence. Artificial intelligence is nothing but a software intelligence. It is a software only that can act like intelligent. Okay, that is the AI actually. Okay, and this is about artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence is not a simple one. It is a broad field. And inside that, inside AI, we have one of the most powerful and fast growing technology, that is about the machine learning. Okay, now we see about what exactly the machine learning is. One minute, guys. Yeah, guys. Now we're discussing what exactly the machine learning is. It is a machine learning is a subset of AI, but machine learning is also called as, it is the heart of artificial intelligence. Why? Because without machine learning, AI can't get that much power. Okay, AI can't get that much what we call as the popular. Okay, that is why we call it as AI. Machine learning is the heart of the artificial intelligence. And what exactly this machine learning means? Here, this machine learning enables the systems to learn from the data. That means actually in a traditional programming, what we can do means, here we are writing an instructions. Okay, once we are writing some set of instructions, and based on the instructions, the system is going to execute, the system is going to walk through. But when it comes to the machine learning, here we are not writing the instructions manually. Here we are giving some data, some information to the system, and system will learn all the data, and it can make its own rules or program. Okay, that is the thing with the machine learning. Okay, and here I will give you some small example, like why we need a machine learning, what's the importance of machine learning means. Actually, the first thing they introduce is the artificial intelligence. Up that end, there is no machine learning actually. Okay, first they introduce the artificial intelligence itself. So what is the artificial intelligence means? The systems can behave like a humans. They can mimic like a humans. That's what we already studied. And suppose here we take an example, like filtering a spam emails. Okay, filtering a spam. That means for a specific task, we are implementing one artificial intelligence, one system, one intelligent system. So here we are taking one specific task like filtering a spam emails. So for that purpose, that before machine learning, okay, at the time of only artificial intelligence. So they write the instructions manually. So what are the instructions? Suppose if the mail contains offers, or it may be a what we call as a money or discount. Okay, if you say about this, if the mail contains these words, then you detect like it is a spam. So that means they manually write the instructions, and if that mail contains those type of words, then only it detects it is a spam. Otherwise, it can't detect it is a spam. But later situations in the later, okay, that means the spam mails are updated. That means they are not mentioning any offer letter. That means they are not following any particular order or particular pattern. Okay, they coming with a different patterns or different structures. At that time, for writing instructions manually for different patterns or different structures is difficult. So after artificial intelligence, at the time artificial intelligence is failed. So at that time, this machine learning is introduced. That means here instead of writing the instructions manually, here we are giving some set of emails to the system, and the system, and we are telling that which email is a spam and which is not a spam. According to that, it learns the relationships and it learns the patterns in that data. And according to that, it makes its own rules without any human intelligence, without any explicit programming. So at the time, it recognizes all the spam mails easily. Okay, that means in a traditional programming, we are giving input and the set of instructions to the system, and the system gives the output. But when it comes to the machine learning, here we are giving input and the output. So the machine learning learns the relationship between input and the output, and it can generate the patterns or a programming. That is about the machine learning. Okay, that's what see here. Here instead of writing a rules, we train the systems with the data, and the system learns the patterns from the data which we are provided, and it makes the predictions on the new data. That is nothing but the machine learning. And why we are using this one means it learns the data patterns easily and makes the rules accordingly, and it improves the performance also as compared to the traditional programming. Okay, that is why we call it as, that means with the help of this machine learning only, after introducing the machine learning only, the artificial intelligence get power. That means before it is a failed, but after machine learning, it will get a more power. That's why we call it as a machine learning is the heart of the artificial intelligence. Same like that, it is applicable for multiple things. Okay. Now see here, what are the some real world examples that we have already we discussed about email spam detection. Okay, and there we can use this machine learning, and house price predictions we can use this, and product recommendations. That's what already mentioned. Like if you search for any product or anything in Amazon, and you suddenly get the sorry, ads or advertisements related to that product in Instagram, or it may be after YouTube, or it may be Facebook, or wherever you are working with opening a social media. How they will recognize all those things? Okay, how they'll know you are interested on that particular product? Okay, all are powered by this machine learning algorithms only, and we can use this in a credit score predictions also. That means finally we say that machine learning is nothing but learning from the data instead of programming each and every step. That is nothing but the machine learning. Okay, and that means how it works means here we are giving the input data, and it learns from the data, and it is going to make a predictions. That means output. That means okay, here you give some data to the machine learning, that is algorithm, and algorithm will learn from those data, and if you ask any questions about those things, and they will answer, and they will make a predictions, and they will take a decision also. That means how it actually works means if you relate to the real world, suppose the students like us, okay, if you are giving a data to the you, and that means we have some information, and you can learn all the information about those from those information, you will learn all those things, and you can write the same thing in exams for the questions. That means they will ask some questions, and for each and every respective question, you will answer accordingly. And if you say they are asking about yes or no, you can take a decision like it is a yes or no. That means how we will know means with the help of the data only. Same like that here, the machine learning, the artificial all needs a data. Data is a crucial part. How good the data is, that means if you learn about a wrong assumption, okay, if you learn about a topic in a wrongly, so you can read the same thing. You can if anybody ask about the thing, that means if you learn about what's the capital of India, suppose if you learn about it is a Hyderabad, or it may be Amaravati, capital of India. If you learn wrongly, same like that you can reply, right? So it can also same about the machine learning or any artificial intelligence also. How good the data is. Okay, same like that the good answer it gives. Okay, that means if you tell the correctly, then the capital of India is Delhi. So at the time only it gives a Delhi only. So, but when you are training the thing, when it is a learning phase, if you say that the capital of the India capital is Amaravati or Hyderabad, at the time it gives the same output in the when we ask the question also. So how it completely depends on the data. So here data is a crucial part. Okay, this is about the machine learning and artificial intelligence. That means up to now we discussed about artificial intelligence and machine learning. These are both are used for decision making and intelligent decisions or prediction purposes. But here we discuss about one of the most important concept, that is about the generative AI. This is the most interesting and fast growing technology now, that is a generative AI. Generative is nothing but it is a part of artificial intelligence only. It is a part of AI only. But here instead of analyzing or instead of making a predictions or any decisions, it can create a new content. Okay, new content means in the form of any text or images or code or audios, videos, whatever it is. Okay, it creates a new thing. Okay, that is nothing but the generative AI. That is the term itself say that generative. It generates a new content. Okay, that is nothing but the generative AI. Okay, the best examples for this one, if you take any chat GPTs, okay, then it will, that means before chat GPTs, all those things, okay, the artificial intelligence is only limited to making a decisions or making a predictions. That's it. Okay, this is not beyond that one. But after generative AI, if you ask any one question, it will answer you it will give you the answer, it will generate the answer, and it will generate the code. And if you want to generate if you want to prepare for interviews, it will help you for those things. Sorry. And if you want to you implement a resumes, it will help you. That means if you give all your basic information about yourself, and it will generate a perfect what we call, if you mention that what role you are applying, okay, for which role, for which job you are applying also, if you give all the information, then it will generate a perfect resume for you. Okay, you can use those things, okay, for that purposes, not for generating a Ghibli images, all those things, for not entertainment. We can use those things also, but utilize these opportunities also. Okay, like that it can generate all those things. Okay, later I will show you some, what we call as AI tools also, which are best for learning purpose, all those things. Okay, just we'll go to beyond that. And so that's what I mentioned, like generative is nothing but it goes beyond the analysis purpose. That means it creates a new data and it learns from the large data sets, and it can, okay, here also it learns from the data sets only. That means data is a crucial part. So, and it learns from all those things and it generates a human-like output. Okay, and that means it works with multiple formats, not only in one single format. It can generate a text, it can generate images. That means if you give a text also by describing an image, okay, and it will generate the image what you described in the text. Suppose if you want to an image like a boy sitting in a bench, or it may be a boy is sitting in a bench in a winter, it is a winter season and wearing a jacket like that. That means same like that it will generate an image. We have some more tools for those things. We have a daily, okay, that is the best tool. If you give the description, okay, it will generate the things, but it is somehow some free credits only. Okay, after the credits you need to buy. Okay, what are the things? Okay, here it will generate the images. If you describe about the things, it will generate accordingly. Suppose if you give a text like a futuristic city, so it will generate one city in a future, how it is a thing. Okay, how the city looks like. Okay, that is nothing but this generative works. And here we see about what are the popular examples we have means the ChatGPT. That means already we aware of this thing ChatGPT. Not only ChatGPT we have now ChatGPT along with ChatGPT we have more AI tools. Some thousands of AI tools are available in the market today for each and every different task. That means all are works with different all formats, but for each and every particular format one tool is famous. You just search for suppose ChatGPT is best for giving a description of anything or generating the text or answering the questions. Okay, if you want to go with a code or all those things, the Claude is the best one. Okay, that means not only that one, okay, it will generate all of the things. And Claude is the best one. For what we call the AI generators, the Nano Banana is the one of the best tool, and daily there is a one of the, it uses this Nano Banana things and it will generate the thing. That means we have for each and everything, we have some specific tools. Okay, that is nothing but we have this for any, if you want to solve any mathematical questions also, if you have any mathematical questions for equations, all those things. Okay, if you use any ChatGPT, also it will also answer, but not give exact exact answers. Okay, for that purpose we have a math GPT. Okay, if you have any mathematical questions, it will give you all those things. It will suggest, it will give you the step-by-step clear-cut explanation. Okay, step-by-step process. How we converted, how we transferred from this step to this step. And what is the purpose of each and every one? They will suggest the things. They will give you the answer from top to one. Okay, they will also generate the answers and questions. But that MapGPT is special for that particular purpose. Okay, that is how this generative AI works. Okay, these are the examples. And if you take one of the best tool is for student learning purpose, there is a notebook LM. There is a free tool which is powered by Google. Okay, it is a free tool, and if you share any type of resources to this, and it will generate the things, and it will describe, it will give the summary of the things. That means if you have any multiple resources, for suppose you have don't that much of time, but you need to consume a lot of content, a lot of thing. So at the time, what you need to do means you will give all the resources to this notebook LM. And this notebook LM, that means not only the particular resources. You will go with the PDFs, you have a documents, or if you have any images, or it is in a text form, or it may be in a YouTube links, or it may be in a websites. You will just give the resources to the notebook LM, and this notebook LM reads all the information from those things, from those resources, and it gives you one summary. Not only giving a summary, if you have any questions also, you can ask this thing, and it will get the questions, it will give the answers from these resources which you shared. It not get from the all the resources. Why? Because in our particular thing, you have some particular questions or particular answers, right? So it will give those things also only. And it will generate one wonderful podcast also. What is mean podcast? I mean, already you know about a podcast, right? That means there are two people and they are discussing about some topics. Same like that, it will generate one podcast. In that podcast, we have two persons, and those two persons are discussing about your topic which you shared about the things, right? Okay, they are discussing about those things. And if you listen about those podcasts, you will understand each and everything about those documents, okay, or information. And same like that, not only a podcast or a audio, it will generate the video also. Okay, that means it generates some AI animated videos. Okay, that consists that consumes all the resources what you shared, and it will generate the mind maps, and it will generate the quiz questions, and it will generate the reports. So each and everything it is generated. Okay, I will show you those thing also. Okay, this is a best tool and utilize this tool. Okay, and next we discuss about finally we say that generative AI is nothing but AI that can create, not just analyze. That is nothing but the generative AI. Okay, this is about generative AI, and now we discuss about now I will show you the what we call as a 1 minute. Now I will show you the notebook LM, how it works. Wait a second. Okay, I'm opening the notebook LM. Yeah, I'm clicking on a try notebook LM. Yeah, guys, this is about the UI, like user interface of this notebook LM looks like. And if you want, if you are here already shared some contents, and I want to know about the things, so this shows all the things. Like what are the things already shared. And now here I'm going with a new one, so I'm creating like a create new notebook. Okay, see here. Now observe it carefully. Here there is an option called add sources. So you can add a different multiple sources. Okay, and here observe like upload of files. You can upload files, any type of files. It may be a documents, it may be a PDF or images, or it may be a text file, what are the things. And you have any websites or any YouTube links you can add here, or it may be a drive you can say here, and copy the text you can send this. Okay, what are the things you can share here, and it will just take the things. Okay, now here I am going to upload any file. Okay, and wait, I have a question. Yeah, here I have a AML notes here, so I'm uploading that one. Okay, it takes a few seconds. Not only one file or not only one resource, you can add multiple resources, and it will generate the contents on multiple resources itself. Okay, if it is a one resource, and if you want some more, if you have some more resources, means you just click on this here, add sources. So just click and you can add multiple different sources. Okay, up to 50 sources you can add. See here. Okay, here in the bottom you can add up to 50 resources. So after generating, after uploading the things, it will generate some brief description what exactly the file contains. That means this source provides a fundamental overview of machine learning, data science, and covering a theoretical concepts alongside a practical applications also. That is about that notes, that is a resource content, that document content. And if I have any questions here, I can ask this, what is my machine learning? What ML is? Okay. Now I have any question I can ask, and here I examining the resources and defining the machine learning, what exactly it is. The machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence, and it enables the systems, all those things. Okay. These are the information that can given because within the document. Okay. Like that, you have any questions, you can ask the here. Okay. Here the suggestion, like what is the difference between a supervisor and unsupervised? You can click on this one. It will generate, it gives the answer for that question. Okay, like that, you have any questions, you can ask like like a teacher, and it will give you the answer like a teacher. And have any more questions, it will clarify each and everything. Okay, no doubt in that one. That's what I mentioned. Like supervised learning, it is a uses the label data to learn, and the common tasks are classification and regressions. And when it comes to unsupervised learning, it works with the unlabeled data, and the common tasks are clustering, association, and dimensional prediction. Okay, like that, it gives all the things. Okay, like that, you can, if you have any questions, you can ask. And here we see here, we have an audio overview. That means if you click on this one, it generates one podcast. Okay, I don't know whether when I pass, wait, I will click on this one. When I play this, you don't know whether you get the audio or not, but I will try. If you get, you can see here. And here it takes some few seconds, okay, a few minutes also to generate the things based on your resources. And you can generate the slide deck. That means you can generate a PPT also, like slides about this time. And video overview means it can generate the video, that is a animated video. Okay, and it can generate the mind maps. It is a thing very clearly. I will generate the thing. And here it generates the reports, and it generates the flashcards and quiz. Okay, that means whatever you want, it will generate in the different formats. And here also observe here, you can create an audio overview in a multiple languages. That is, you can generate in English, Telugu, Marathi, Gujarat, whatever the things. Okay, in these different languages, we can generate the overview, audio overview. And see here, it is generating now. It's generating a mind map and generating the audio overview. It takes a few minutes or few seconds. Okay, like that, here you can use, this is the best tool for learning purpose, and most importantly, it is best for students. Not only students, you can, professionals also can use, but it is best for students because we are using these things for examinations purpose, examination point of view, have any textbook points. Okay, if you give these things, and it will give you the each and everything. Okay, so now it generates the mind map. Okay, now I'm opening here, observe it. Now it generates the mind map. Now observe it carefully. Okay, here I'm generating a machine learning unit 3. This is about the main thing, and in this I have a multiple concepts. What are the multiple concepts? Introduction and the theory, and ML and the relatable fields, and the types of machine learning, and the data analytics, machine learning process, data pre-processing, dimensional predictions, evaluation metrics. Okay, these are the subtopics I have. Okay, suppose now I want to know about the different types of machine learning. Just click on this one. Okay, suppose I want to know about the types of machine learning. So if whenever I click on this one, it will generate what are the different types of machine learning. There is a supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and a reinforcement learning. And now what I need to, suppose I want to know about the supervisor. Just click on this one. It generates, like in the supervised learning, it works with the labeled data, and it contains two concepts like a classification and a regression. When I want to know about unsupervised learning, it works with unlabeled data and a clustering and association. What is meant by reinforcement learning means it works with it take a rewards and a penalties. That means it takes on action. According to that, based on the reward and the penalties, it is going to update itself. And the agent and the environment interaction is there. Okay, there is nothing about the reinforcement learning. So like that, you will get whatever you want. Okay, now we want to know about what is the machine learning process. This is the machine learning process. First, we are going to collect the data, then data pre-processing, then model training, then model evaluation, then model deployment. Okay, this is how the machine learning works. Okay, that is nothing but, okay, that is how we can get each and everything. You want to know about evolution metrics, okay, in a classification metrics and a regression metrics. Okay, we have a metrics for different purposes. When it comes to the classification metrics, we'll go with accuracy, precision, and recall, FN score, and the confusion matrix. Okay, in this we have a true positives, true negatives, true false positive, false negative, like this. Okay, and same like a regression, we have a MSE, that is a mean squared error, and a R2 square. Okay, like that we can generate the mind mass for each and everything. Okay, and wait, I will check. Yeah, it is still generating. Okay, later we have time. I will show the, I will see with the audio also. We'll see about those things. Okay, and this is about how notebook LM works. And now we see about we'll come to the get back to the our actual thing. Now see here. Okay, later I will have time. We will see about those things also, that audio also. Okay, now see here the real world applications of this AI where we can use this mostly means we can use in a we can use in a healthcare for disease predictions or medical image analysis. That means with help by analyzing some medical images like a MRI scans or maybe X-rays, we can predict the things like by scanning, by analyzing the scannings, we can analyze whether he has a tumor or not, like that, right? Tumors. We can analyze the tumors. We can find out the tumors by analyzing the scannings. So, and it will give the personalized treatment recommendation for each and every patient with the help of the things. And we can use in education. That means we have some intelligent tutoring systems and AI-based learning platforms. That's what we discussed about previously. There is a notebook LM. Okay, there is the best AI-based learning platform. Okay, and you have for users for research assistance also. Which one? This AI tools. And when it comes to the finance, in finance we can use this for fraud detections, credit scoring, algorithmic trading, and risk assessment. And if you see about the loan approvals, okay, whether he is eligible for loan or not, he is approved or not. Okay, that means in those purposes also we use this AR machine learning. And when it comes to the industry 4.4, we can use this for a digital twins. Okay, digital twins is nothing but we have two artificial intelligence machines. Those two machines can communicate each other, and they can communicate each other, and then can transfer the information each other, and according to that they can work accordingly without any human intelligence. That is nothing but the digital twins. Two machines, two intelligent machines, okay, can communicate each other and can work accordingly. Okay, and same like robotics, automations, and industrial IoT, some predictive maintenance purpose we can use these things. Okay, and we can use this in a transportation, and we can use this transportation for self-driving cars, already which is discussed, right? And route optimization, all those things. And same like that, we can use this in a entertainment also for movie recommendations, like example Netflix or Amazon Prime videos. Next, music recommendation. The best example is a Spotify. And giving the personalized content for if you take any social media applications like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Okay, so YouTube suggests you the personalized content, right? How they will suggest you the means based on the previous watch history and based on where in the past which type of content you skipped and which type of content you continued to end. Okay, based on these things, they will suggest you the personalized content for you. Okay, that is how it works. This is about the real world applications, and this is how AI, ML, and Gen AI actually. Okay, and now we see about the question. That means we see about practical, sorry, theoretically, machine learning can predict the things. But here the question is can machines predict the real world values? It can really happen. So it can really do. Now see here. Now let's consider a real world problem. There is a predictive maintenance. What it means? Here we are going to predict the remaining lifetime or a situation of what we call as the missions. Okay, that means here if you take a ACs, okay, here we are predicting the remaining lifetime or the probability chances. Just to mention like a probability chances of failure or no failure, like that. Okay, here we are considering some important factors like a current, a vibration, and acoustic and a temperature. By considering these important factors, here we are taking a decision like whether the machine is going to failure or not. Okay, now see here. Now let's see about how this machine learning solves this problem. Okay, give me a minute. I will open the VS Code. Like I will show you the coding part also. Now, one minute, guys. I will sharing my VS Code. Yeah, guys. Hope my screen is visible, right? Now I'm sharing a VS Code. I'm in a VS Code. Yeah. Already told you that whatever the machine learning model you are working with, first we need a data, right? So here I'm taking a data. Okay, this is my data. Observe here carefully. This is my data. That means here I have my data contains what are the columns I have means I have a timestamp and the mission ID. Okay, I have a timestamp and a mission ID and the vibration. I'm taking like a vibration and a acoustic and a temperature and a current. Okay, how I am getting these things means with the help of the IoT devices. Okay, you know what IoT devices, right? So with the help of those things, here I'm getting this content, this information, and okay, just forget about this IMF values. Okay, here it is a label. Label is nothing but it defines whether it is a failure or no failure. Okay, this is the output variable. 0 means no failure, 1 means failure. Just remember this one. 0 means no failure, 1 means failure. So here I am giving some data which contains both input values and the as well as output also. What are the output values here? The labeling values. Those are the output values. So here I am giving this data to the machine learning model, and this machine learning can learn the patterns from this, the relationship between the input and the output variables. According to that, it makes some programming. It writes some instructions or maybe a patterns. Okay, and based on those things, it is going to make a predictions on the new data. Okay, now we see about how we are going to implement this thing. Means first, before implementing any machine learning thing, we need to do the data pre-processing. We need to perform the data pre-processing contains data cleaning and the data transformation things. Data cleaning means here we are going to clean the data. That means if is there any missing values or it may be any inconsistency, all those things we are going to handle those things. Inconsistency is nothing but in a same data, but it is found in a multiple formats or different formats. There is nothing but the inconsistency. So we are going to convert all those things. And data transformation means we are going to normalize the data. That means there is some outlier values. We need to outliers is nothing but some extreme values. Now what we call it is that those data points are far away from the far different from the other data points. There is nothing but the extreme values. We need to handle all those things. Okay, that is nothing but comes under the data pre-processing, and we need to split the data set also for training and testing purposes. Okay, here are all the things. Okay, here this is the method to split the data set. Okay, and why we need to split the data set means actually we need to split the data set for training and testing purposes. Okay. Mostly we prefer 80-20%, that is 80% for testing, training purpose and 20% for testing purpose. That means we are dividing 80% of data set, our data set into two parts. One part contains the 80% and another part contains the 20% of data. So in that 80% of data is used for training purpose and 20% of data is used for testing purpose. Like that we can use. Okay, why we need to test the model means to know about the performance of the model. That means how good the model is performing. So to know about those things, we need to test the model, right? So for that purpose, we are going to do this one. And see here, I'm going to save the file. This is the method. And here I'm cleaning the sensor log. So what here I'm doing means I'm performing the data transformation. Okay, that means here observe the things. I'm converting data transformation means I'm taking all date formats into one particular format. Okay, here I'm taking a timestamp and I'm converting this timestamp into one particular format. That is, first it shows the year and then month and then date and then hours, minutes and seconds. I'm converting into a particular format from all. That means if is there any inconsistency data, so at the time I'm converting all into one consistent format. Okay, and same like that here I'm doing for a failure logs, that is output variables. This is for input variables and this is for output variables. And here I'm performing the feature engineering. That means here we can select the important features, and if you want to create a new features also, we can create the new features. That means how we can create the new features means with the help of the already existing features in our data set, we are going to create the new features. Okay, like that it happens, and here I created all those things. Okay, whenever I run this one, here it creates this process, these files. Okay, here we have file set. There is a clean failure. So first it creates the failure logs and the sensor readings. So after that it creates the clean failure logs and a cleaned sensor logs, and after that it creates the feature engineered logs. Okay, feature engineered data. So on this thing, after cleaning on cleaning purpose, cleaning data, we are going to perform the we are going to perform the data. Implement the model. Okay, this is about the thing, and and now we see about after pre-processing, what we need to do means we are going to train the model. Okay, this is how to train the model. Okay, this is the thing how we are going to train. Here I used the XGBoost model, XGBoost classifier. Why? Because here we are going to classify the thing, whether the machine is going to failure or not, no failure. So it is a classification problem, right? So for that purpose, here I imported the XGB classifier, and here I prepare the data. Okay, and splitting under training purpose, and here I train the XGBoost model, and here I evaluate the model. That means here it takes some lot of time, so I already implemented all those things, and here I'm running the things, and here I'm saving the file into a one pickle file. Here we are using a PKL or pickle file. Okay, that pickle file extension is the PKL.pkl. Here I'm creating the .pkl, that pickle file. Why? What is the use of this pickle file means? Here it dumps our model into that pickle file, and this pickle file stores all the patterns of our model. So that means it will store all the instructions of our model. So if you train all those things, okay, that means if you want to know about whenever you want to test the things, whenever you run the model, whenever you want the model instruction, at that time you don't need to run the model again. Why? Because running the model again it takes some time, right, for running the purpose. So don't need to run the model again. Okay, just use this XGB model, that is a pickle file, and this pickle file stores all the patterns. So here you are going to decrease the time consumption. Okay, that is the main use of this pickle file. And now I am running. That means here we have some more files, but those files are about what we call as the dashboards, all those things. Okay, just no need of those things. So for that purpose, now I'm going to running this one. See here. Okay, here this main file is inside the SRC. So I'm going with the CD space SRC. I'm entering into SRC file. Okay, now here I'm using the icon space reload. This is the command to run the thing. Okay, now here I started the application. Yeah, take a second. Okay, That means here I started the backend. Okay, yes. Now we see we get the information like a application startup complete. Now what we need to do means here I implemented the front end with the help of the Python itself. I didn't use any HTML, all those things. Here I used the one framework called Streamlight. Okay, wait. Okay, with the help of the Streamlight, here I implemented the dashboard. Okay, this is the code if you want to see. Okay, here I used the Streamlight to implement the front end. Okay, now here I'm going to run this one. Streamlight space run space. Here you need to mention like a dashboard. My file name. This is my dashboard. Here is my file name, right? Dashboard.py. Or just mention like a dashboard.py. Okay, it takes a few seconds. Now application startup completed, and it directly goes into the open into the our browser. Okay, it takes a few seconds to load the dashboard. Okay, please wait. Yeah guys, this is my dashboard. Okay, it shows like a predictive maintenance dashboard, and here we have some basic sensor inputs data. Okay, and here is the default inputs, and we can give the inputs in a two formats. Okay, by using the slider form or this slider, or you can increase or decrease, and you can change the values, or you can edit them manually with the help of these things. Okay, and you have some more. I told you that some more features also you can add, right? There is IMF values, and there is rolling means and standard deviation, all those things. That means here I created some more values in the feature engineering. Okay, and whenever we click on this get prediction, here it runs the model. That means here you see that the failure prediction is a 0. That means there is no failure chances, and it shows like probability of failure is a 0.0005%, and it shows the historical trends. No need of this one now. And see here, this is the explanation. And what is displays means it shows like which factors, okay, that means which variables are forced to failure or no failure. That means here all the factors, this blue line, blue color indicates this all the factors are forced to no failure only. Okay, and now here I'm checking, that means all the factors are no failure, and that means all are good only. Now I'm increasing the vibration, and I'm increasing the temperature. Okay, that is I'm increasing these things abnormally. And now see here, whenever I click on the get prediction and explanation, okay, it shows the failure probability is below 4.4 only. But see here in the explanation, this vibration and temperature are abnormally increased. Okay, and here they mention like a probability failure is a 0.44, and how it detects the what we call the one which probability or is the boundary means here we have a threshold, right? This is a threshold. Okay, this threshold is the 0.5. That means the probability which is under 0.5, then we predict this is a no failure, and which is above 0.5, then it predicts like a failure. Okay, and observe this thing here. Now suppose here I mean increasing the acoustic also. Okay, now see here the probability increases above 0.5. So at that time what it happens? It shows the failure prediction is a 1. That means there is a chance for failure, and the probability of failure is a 0.8858. So I will record that, and see here. Here the acoustic, vibration and temperature, these the terms which force it to failure the mission. So you check accordingly. So what is the issue with the vibration and temperature and acoustic? According to that you can handle the things. Okay, you can maintain the missions or maybe assistance, whatever the things. Okay, this is how what you call the predictive maintenance works. Okay, we can adjust the threshold value also. We can want to decrease or increase, we can adjust this value also. According to that, it is going to work. Okay, that's the thing. And now gets back to our thing. Okay, that's about that's how we see about when whether a mission can fail when can detect the things or not solve the real world problems means yes we can solve the real world problems like that. Okay, and this is the thing, and already we see about the things. Okay, and now we see about one of the most important and all students minds question, that is about will AI replace humans? You have this question, right? I think most of the things have this question, and some will say no, and some will say yes. But here now we see about now we discuss to clarify about this question. That is exactly will AI replace the humans means my answer is yes, but in somewhat only, but not completely. Now see here what this means. AI can replace the humans where the repetitive and routine tasks is there, and where the processing at a high speed needs, and where 24 by 7 availability needs, and reduce the manual effort. In these places only AI will replace the humans. But still humans are needed where creativity and innovation need, where critical thinking and decision making need, and understanding the real world complex and handling the unexpected situation. For these purposes humans are still needed. Why? Because if you take a real world example, that means here AI can generate a code. Yes, AI can generate a code, but it needs a debugging. It needs a customization. It needs the logical improvements. Who will do all those things? Okay, these are all doing by the humans only. Okay, that means AI is a powerful tool, not no doubt in that one, but still it depends on the human intelligence. Okay, but now we see about AI will not, that means finally we say that AI will not replace the humans completely, but it will change how humans work. Okay, now we see about what is the future impact of future work with AI. That means in a earlier, see here how is work changing means in earlier 10 people is required for completing a routine task, normal task, traditional task. But now for completing those tasks, one to two people plus AI tools is enough. That means work is being faster and more efficient as compared to the before. Okay, that means here 8 people is replaced by the AI tools. Okay, and I said that yes, AI is replacing a work, replacing a humans, but not completely, not exactly. So here it's replacing a 8 people's work, but 2 people's is safe. But what about those 8 people's means? Here it is a but important change is occurring. That means jobs are not disappearing completely. New roles are being created with the help of the AI. And these new roles and new opportunities are the most promising jobs. Sorry, these are the most promising jobs, and not only most promising, these are the most high paying jobs. So for those 8 people who lost those jobs, with help because of AI, so the AI itself will give you the opportunity. But what the 8 people will do means those who are ready to transform them and those are ready to update them to work with the AI. That means what are the new opportunities we are creating means AI engineers, data scientists, prompt engineers, AI product developers. Okay, these are not only these are some opportunities. A lot more opportunities. So they will generate all this. They will create all these opportunities. What we need to do means AI is not removing the jobs. It is transforming them. So we need to update ourselves. We need to transform ourselves. If you can't update yourself, you can't update your transform yourself, then this AI will what we call as a shut down your future. Okay. That means AI will not replace you, but a person using AI will replace you. That is the thing. Okay, so you need to update yourself and you need to transform yourself. Okay, without updation or without adapting the trend according to the trend, okay, you can't survive in the future or survive in the society. So you need to update yourself and you need to transform yourself. That is the thing. That means you just remember this one. AI will not replace you, but a person using AI will replace you. And finally, I will say one thing. That is, the future is not about human versus AI. The future is about humans empowered by AI. Okay, so work accordingly and update accordingly. Yeah, guys, that's it. And any questions you have about this thing? Okay, that's about the AI and all those things. And later, my colleagues will guide you through the instructions like where you can get these tools. I mean, where you can get these knowledges, all those things, skills, and opportunities of the things. Okay, you have any questions or any doubts? Let me know. I will happy to answer you about these technical questions. Any questions? Yeah. Okay. I hope you don't have any questions. If you have any questions, please let me know about technically. And now my colleagues will guide you through like what are the future opportunities and how we get the skills, all those things.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Neil.
Yeah. Thanks.
So students, if you have any doubts technically, you can just ask Neil regarding AI, ML, and generative AI. So now we would like to take a session, just 10 to 15 minute session of how you can acquire these skills and what are all the opportunities you will be having to get into the career opportunities and especially into these data sciences with industry. So from the starting of the sessions, I have told you this is completely the team Exafluence is completely taking care of this expert sessions, everything. So what exactly Exafluence is doing with SV University? So SV University with Exafluence collaboration, what is the student benefit and what Exafluence capabilities, what it is, and where is the global presence and everything. I will be just sharing you in 10 to 15 minutes. Let me share my screen. Yeah, hope my screen is visible, right? Yep. So as I told you, this is completely SV University has collaborated with Exafluence. It's an industry. So Exafluence, what Exafluence capabilities I'll tell you. And Exafluence is a data science software company. It's not any training institute. It's completely having 11 years of exposure only in the data science projects. Exafluence has started the company in 2015. I'll just go through the Exafluence, what it is exactly and what are the type of the projects we'll be doing. And if you can see this slide, it is completely an industry integrated program where academia and industry connect with the industry partner and the universities. So why these industry partners have been collaborated with SV University and how the students get benefited with respect to the placement and with respect to the industry exposure. So before getting into these programs, I would like to give the glimpse of about the Exafluence company. So as I told you, Exafluence is started in 2015 and we have headquarters in New Jersey and Texas in USA. And we have started this company in 2016 in India as a offshore development centers in Tirupati with screen share avvatlega. 1 second. Now it's sharing? Okay. So Exafluence is started in 2015 and we have offshore development centers in India, Tirupati, Bangalore and Chennai. So basically Exafluence has started with 5 number of people and we have grown around 350 plus complete software development employees completely with the data science across the globe. We have offices in India, Tirupati, Bangalore, Chennai. They have offices in Tirupati, Bangalore and Chennai in India and development centers in USA, UK, Dubai, Canada and Singapore also. So Exafluence is completely having a strength of data science. So we work with the domains of like healthcare, finance, IoT, retail, industry 4.0. So healthcare and finance is our core industries, what Exafluence is working with our clients. And if you see this EXF Digital Studio, so if you can go and Google it for exfdigitalstudio.com, you will be having one website where Exafluence itself has pre-built the applications of 16 to 18 applications for our clients for their daily business solutions. So most of our clients are whitelisted, white labeled these applications to their websites for their business applications day to day. So if you go through this EXF Digital Studio, you will get to know about what is the problem statement of the client and what are all the solutions we gave and what is the technologies and what are all the technologies we have used in these applications. Everything you will be get to know, and around 18 applications we have in the healthcare, we have in the finance, we have in the IoT, retail, everything. So why I am telling is that the Exafluence complete capability is data science. So SV University has approached with the Exafluence company to start the industry integrated program. So basically you may not aware about new education policy like the NEP, National Education Policy, maybe you are all the student level. So there is a policy called National Education Policy in 2020. The central government has been started. Why this policy has been started means due to lack of unemployment. So every year there is lakhs of engineers and degree people are getting, even the post graduation people are getting out, passing out of the colleges. But they are not getting the employment as what is the industry is required. So that's why central government has started this national education policy to get tie up with some practicing industry partners right in the university education itself, so that the students in the university level, the industry integrated programs have been started. The student will get exposure directly from the industry. So they learn not from the college, they learn directly from the industry. So that's why this policy has been taken up. Under this policy, we proudly announce that this is the first university in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana started this industry integrated programs for the benefit of the student. So what is how the student get benefited means, so you will just see this slide. If you observe the image, you will just find out how the students will get benefited with this type of industry integrated programs. You are all graduates, so you are all passed out from the colleges, and the ultimate goal, whether you are doing the graduation, whether you are doing the post graduation, the ultimate goal is to settle in the career. Maybe few of the students are having some ideas to start some startups, but the ultimate goal of the students is to get into the placements. So, but for getting into the placements, the skills whatever you have till now, is that sufficient to get into the placement, but particularly in this AI era. So this is what the industry integrated program plays a role to get the industry requirements and industry exposure directly into the college. So we act a bridge between both theory and practice, and both like your degree and your placements. So in this type of industry integrated programs, what is the role of university and what is the role of industry? So the university will take over the admissions, conduct the examinations, and give the certificate. So you all know about SV University, how many years it's been, and what is the credibility of the SV University certificate. So you will get a certificate directly from the university. Whatever మీకు ఇప్పుడు గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్ ఎలాగైతే మీ కాలేజెస్ నుంచి సర్టిఫికేట్స్, యూనివర్సిటీ నుంచి సర్టిఫికేట్స్ వస్తున్నాయో, ఇన్ ద సేమ్ వే యూ విల్ గెట్ ఎ సర్టిఫికేట్ డైరెక్ట్లీ ఫ్రమ్ ద ఎస్వి యూనివర్సిటీ. బట్ why, what is the role of the industry is playing here? So industry will completely as a delivery partner. So once మీరు admission అయ్యాక, university will hand over the students to the industry. So the complete curriculum delivery will be taken care by the company, not the university. Because university people will teach theory, but not practical exposure. సో మీరు ఎక్కడ చూసుకున్నా, మీరు ఇప్పుడు చదువుతున్న గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్ అయినా, మీరు ఇప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ మీ గోల్ పోస్ట్ గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నా, you can learn theory from the college, but if you want practical and if you want practical exposure from the industry, definitely the industry involvement need to be there. So that's why this is the industry program where the curriculum, practicals and internships, even the placements also will be taken care complete by the industry. Only the university will support you for the certification, where the credibility of that certificate will be having in your profile. So back in the complete course curriculum, whatever you require from the industry, whatever you require for the placements, that will be completely equipped in this type of programs. So in the same way, the course structure. So you may ask like, so university having some previously 5 years, 6 years ముందు curriculum ఉంటుంది. So why we equipped మీరు industry వచ్చినా కూడా మాకు అదే curriculum చెప్తారు కదా. So this is the courses where every year will be shaping out the curriculum with latest technologies. So live example, we have started these programs in 2023. In 2023, we don't have quantum that much hype. So even just 1 year back, we have got this quantum technology అనేది ఎంత hype వచ్చింది, and we have so opened the center in Amravati also. So in 2023 MS Data Science program, what we are having, we don't have quantum. But from the last year, we have incorporated the quantum machine learning and quantum data science in this MS Data Science curriculum, where the student gets updated with the quantum too, not only with the data science curriculum. So that the course structure అనేది మీకు every year మారుతూ ఉంటుంది. What are all the latest technologies in the current industry? Once మీరు కోర్స్ నుంచి స్టెప్ అవుట్ అయ్యాక మళ్ళీ ఆ లేటెస్ట్ టెక్నాలజీ నేర్చుకోవడానికి మళ్ళీ మీరు ఏ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ కో ట్రైనింగ్ చేయడానికి మళ్ళీ మీరు బయటికి వెళ్ళకుండా ఇండస్ట్రీ విల్ ఎక్విప్ విత్ ద లేటెస్ట్ టెక్నాలజీస్. And you will be having the additional skill development sessions and accessible placement opportunities right after from the industry, because you are already studying and learning from the industry. Industry has the complete accessible placement opportunities within the company Exafluence and outside of the company. So the complete course structure will be like this. You will be learning only 20% theory and 80% is completely practical. So why 20% theory is also we are giving is, as it is a university, none of the universities will not give any certification without writing any examination. So if you go the private institution or any online platforms and you can just go and pay the fees and you'll just listen, log in the classes, recording classes, winter, last week certificate. But reputed universities like Venkateswara University, that is a state government university, will not provide any certificate without any examination. So that examination purpose, we will provide you the basic theory and notes to get right the examination and certified from the university. The complete backend of theory ki 20% నేర్చుకున్నాక ఇండస్ట్రీలో కావాల్సిన రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ప్రాక్టికల్ ఎక్స్పోజర్ starting from the day one till the completion of the course, whatever may be the course. We have plenty of courses. I'll discuss you the complete whatever the courses what we have. Whatever may be the course delivery and structure model will be there. You will be having the hands-on practice sessions. You will be having the practical assessments, and mainly the industry mentors will provide you the additional classes to expose you in the real-time challenges. Because Exafluence company is having its 350 plus employees, you will be having the mentorship directly from the company people to do the projects, real-time projects. And I'm just giving you the separate placement assistance and placement information to all the students who are attending this workshop. As I told you, we have started these programs in 2023. If you see the screen, the first batch of MS Data Science students is already stepped out from the college, and we proudly announce that 60% of the students have got placement inside the Exafluence itself. And the separate, the remaining leftover 40% of the students also we are searching for the outside the placement, and we have got the FIS and FIS Financial Global Services, and the TCS companies already they are attending the placement interviews. So out of that 60% we have already achieved for the first batch, and the second batch they are pursuing the fourth semester, and the placement projects are currently going on. Third batch are pursuing the second semester, and now the fourth batch admissions are open. So with this public forum, I'm currently announcing the batch of every student, even if it is a 2 years program, whatever the programs we are having. Top 10% of the batch of every batch of the student will be recruited into the parent company of Exafluence based on the student performance. So you may ask like, okay, 10% మాత్రమే తీసుకుంటారు, what left over the 90% of the students? So even if we have a 60 students will undergo the Exafluence interview, the first and foremost placement opportunity within the company. So దీంట్లో top 10% of the students will be recruited into the getting into the offer letter. So what if the 90%? So వాళ్ళు ఎందుకు రిజెక్ట్ అయ్యారనేది we will be having a remarks. So we will again train them for 15 to 20 days for the exclusively for the placement, to get into the exposure, to get into the again training for the placements, and we will put into the again 4 to 5 minimum technology companies interviews with them. So until and unless students perform into the interview, they will be not getting exposed. So the ultimate goal is you have to sell yourself. మీరు మిమ్మల్ని సేల్ చేసుకోవడానికి కావాల్సిన రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ you will be getting directly from the industry here, And the 100% placement support we will be giving you for even the top 10% directly in the company and other students for the other companies. But all 100% students will be equipped into the placement skills, will be assistance for all. So right till now we have talked about this MS Data Science program, which is a 2 years full-time regular program as your post-graduation. So hope all are completed your graduations currently. And this is the eligibility for this MS Data Science program: BSc with Mathematics and Computer Science background, and BTech with except civil or mechanical, everyone can eligible for this program, and BCA people, whether it may be the general or any AI and data science background. So for these admissions, SV University is conducting the separate entrance examination to get into the admissions. The entrance examination name is SVU MSDF Common Entrance Test. The registration is already started and the entrance examination date is May 31st. That is next Sunday. This is completely an online entrance examination. You don't need to come over here. You can just register over in the SV University portal with registration fee of 1635 rupees. It's directly the SV University official portal. Once after your registration has been completed, you will be getting an entrance examination syllabus and entrance examination model question paper to get prepared for the exam. And there is another channel we have which you will get again get into the MS Data Science admission, which is through APPG set. Unfortunately, the APPG set schedule has been completed and the exam is also completed. If anybody has wrote the computer science examination under APPG set, they will also eligible to take the admission into the MS Data Science under the counseling from APPG set. And for this entrance examinations, registration is already open. After this workshop, you will be getting all the details of the program details and the examination details, everything to your registered email ID along with your participation certificate. This is completely a 2 years program. So you may be, so I think a lot of BCom people is also attending this workshop. So once after seeing the eligibility, you may think like we are not eligible for this position. What if I required to get this industry integrated programs? So that's why we have started postgraduate diploma in data science exclusively for the students who have completed BA and BCom, who want to shift their career from non-IT degree into a technical degree. So comparing to the BSc, BTech, BCA people, BA and BCom people will get a less number of opportunities to get into the IT because of their technical degree. So if they have the technical degree, they will be having the plenty of placement opportunities. So what we are giving for this through this program is, if you have completed the BA and BCom degree, you can directly choose this postgraduate diploma in data science, which is a 12-month program, part-time and hybrid program. Once after completing this 1-year program, so what we have the MS Data Science curriculum in the first year and what you have in the postgraduate diploma in the data science complete 1 year is completely same. So why we have this complete same curriculum made, it means if the students from the BCom want to join MS Data Science, there is no eligibility as per the university rules and regulations. But this part-time program, this will give the eligibility to the BA and BCom students. Once after completing the 1 year, they can upgrade their course to the MS Data Science directly to the second year, that is third semester. So then again 1 year they will study the third and fourth semester of MS Data Science. They will get a complete full-time degree of MS Data Science. If you want to quit in 1 year, you can get PG diploma in data science. If you want to upgrade your degree to the MS Data Science, you can directly sit into the third semester as a lateral entry. So this is the best opportunity for BA and BCom people who want to do MS Data Science but looking for the eligibility. So here the eligibility not only for BA, BCom, any graduate, even if you have life sciences or any background, once you have completed your graduation, you are eligible to take this program. So let's say like మేము ఆల్రెడీ 4 సంవత్సరాలు బీటెక్ చదివేసాము అండ్ బీసీఏ 3 సంవత్సరాలు చదివేసినాము, మళ్ళీ మాకు 1 year ప్రోగ్రామ్ కానీ 2 years ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ కానీ మాకు ఇంట్రెస్ట్ లేదు. సో ఓన్లీ నాకు ఆల్రెడీ చాలా స్కిల్స్ నాకు వచ్చు, బట్ ఓన్లీ ద థింగ్ ఐ నీడ్ ఏ గుడ్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ అండ్ గుడ్ సర్టిఫికేట్ విత్ ఇండస్ట్రీ నాలెడ్జ్ అనుకుంటే వాళ్ళకి వీ హ్యావ్ స్టార్టెడ్ ద 6 months courses. Which is a short-term courses, diploma in Python for artificial intelligence, machine learning and generative AI, which is a 6 months program. Here also the eligibility is all graduates. Even if you are completed the graduation, then you are eligible. And the second one is diploma in data visualization and diploma in cloud technologies. So these are the 6 months programs, which is we are having 3. So we are having a 2 years MS Data Science, 1 year PG diploma in data science, 6 months diploma programs are 3. Whatever may be the course you are choosing, the Complete delivery model is same, whether it may be the 6 months, 1 year or 2 years. Only the duration will be differ. Certificate will not be differ. Certificate will be issued by the university. So let's say like I'll go through the advantages of the student once you get enrolled. The first and foremost benefit of the student is getting the certificate directly from the university, which is a credit based, even for the 6 months also. So you will be getting a credit for the 6 months to 1 year, if it is full time or regular, full time or part time also. And the second one, you will be getting a internship directly from the company who is delivering this course. And the third one is the real-time live project, what the company is already working in the data science technologies. That project will be working under the industry mentorship. And the placement support, not only for the 2 years MS data science program students, even for the 1 year and 6 months program also, we are opening this placement support, which is a top 10% of the students will be recruited into the same company. The 100% placement additions will be available for all the courses. And coming to the eligibility for the PG diploma and diploma programs, as I told you, any graduate, once if you have completed the graduation, then you are eligible to take any of the courses. If you need to do complete MS data science from starting, you want to have eligibility of BTech, BSc and BCA. And if you are a BA and BCom student wants to do the PG like MS data science, you can go for PG diploma and otherwise 6 months diploma programs. So all these programs is delivered by the company only. Not even one program. A program kuda university faculty వచ్చి మీకు teach చేయరు. The completely industry people will teach you practicals, projects, internships and placements. So for this PG diploma 1 year and 6 months programs, the entrance examinations date is June 14th. And the registration is already open, and June 14th is going to make Sunday entrance examination ఉంటుంది, which is the online entrance examination, where once after the registration you will be getting the entrance examination syllabus and model question paper to prepare for the exam. So this is the complete details for all the courses what we are Exafluence and what the SV University is doing with the industry partner. And as we told you earlier, the participation certificate will be awarding you to for all the students who have attended this workshop. This is a sample certificate. So if you will be getting the samples like your original certificate to your registered email ID within 24 to 48 hours, along with all the course details. If you have any doubts or any concerns, if you are having, you can just contact us. And this is our complete contact details and campus address. If you are local to Tirupati, if you want to visit the campus, you can just visit us and note down our contact details. And you can visit our websites also, what exactly the elaborate details what we are, you can check in the website. So now the session is open to you. If you have any doubts, you can just ask us. We are ready to answer you. Related to anything, you can just ask us. So for offline people, do you have any doubts? So where are you? ఏ కాలేజ్ నుంచి మీరు అందరూ? ముగ్గురు. Okay. Degree? BCA. General or by name? Oh, good. Okay, what are your next plans? నెక్స్ట్ ఇప్పుడు అంటే ఇప్పుడు డిగ్రీ అయిపోయింది, వాట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ ఐసెట్ రాసారా? ఓకే ఫైన్. ఎంత ఐసెట్ రిజల్ట్స్ వచ్చేసాయి కదా? 62. రియల్లీ గుడ్ ర్యాంక్. ఎందుకు అంత ఆలోచిస్తూ చెప్తున్నా 62 ర్యాంక్ వచ్చిందని? ఓకే, మీరు కూడా ఐసెట్ రాసారా? ఓకే. జాబ్ ట్రైనింగ్ చెన్నై ఆల్రెడీ వచ్చిందా లేకపోతే? ఓకే, ఎక్కడ? జలైట్. ఓకే, యాజ్ ఏ గుడ్ గుడ్. సో మీరు ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఇద్దరు ఐసెట్ రాసింది పీజీ చేయడానికే కదా. సో లెట్స్ థింక్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. సో పీజీ మీరు ఆల్రెడీ 2 years చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారు. సో ద సేమ్ టైమ్ యూ విల్ బి గెటింగ్ ఎ డేటా సైన్స్ ఆల్సో. సో వాట్ ఇఫ్ యూ విల్ బి లెర్నింగ్ ఇన్ ద ఇండస్ట్రీ? సో ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఎక్కడ చూసుకున్నా కూడా మీరు ఇప్పుడు ఎంసీఏ జాయిన్ అవ్వాలన్నా, సో మేబీ మీరు లోకల్ ఎక్కడ? తిరుపతినా? చిత్తూరు. సో చిత్తూరు అంటే మీరు ఉంటే యూనివర్సిటీ ఎస్వి యూనివర్సిటీలోనో లేకపోతే ఇంకే యూనివర్సిటీలోనో జాయిన్ అవుతారు ఎంసీఏ. ఇట్స్ అ నార్మల్ కోర్స్ ఎంసీఏ దగ్గరికి వచ్చేసరికి. సో వాట్ ఇఫ్ యూ విల్ బి లెర్నింగ్ డైరెక్ట్లీ ఫ్రమ్ ద ఇండస్ట్రీ? So think over it, and our team will be getting into the details. You can just talk over them. And the online people, do you have any doubts? Fee details of the courses, Lakshmi. Yeah, the fee details I will be sharing you through the registered email ID along with the participation certificate along with the course details, Lakshmi, and our team will be getting in touch with you. For the detail, for which courses you are asking for the fee details, our team will get in touch with you with all the details. For Python, you are asking for the 6 months courses? Okay. So for all 6 months courses, like whether it is a Python, data visualization or cloud technologies, it is the total fee is 52,000. So you can avail the 100% education loan also because it is a government state government program. You can avail the education loan through SBI in the university campus branch itself if you are having the good civil score. It is all inclusive of your internship, placement support, real-time projects along with the industry curriculum with the industry certificate along with SV university certificate. All. So did I answer your question? Yeah. Thanks. So you can unmute yourself and you can interact with me directly. BSc Biotechnology students. Yes, if you can do directly, if you are really interested in to do the MS data science, you can go for 1 year PG diploma data science and then upgrade to the MS data science. And if you are looking for the 6 months program, you can go ahead for the 6 months program. For all 1 year and 6 months programs, anyone can join. Only the eligibility is you have to complete your graduation. That's it. Once you have completed your graduation, you can take any of the program 1 year and 6 months. And if you have to go 1 year program, you can directly upgrade them into the MS data science in the second year. And even the mathematics student also. If you are Nagamani, I think if you are from BSc Mathematics, Stats and Computer Science background, you are eligible directly for the MS Data Science program. And mathematics students is all directly eligible for the MS Data Science program. And even for 1 year and 6 months too. So the only eligibility is you have to complete your graduation. That's it. So regarding all the details of the eligibilities and the courses, if you are eligible or not, our team will get in touch with you along with your participation certificate. So you will be having a better idea after seeing all those. So am I answering your question, Rashida? Nagamani? Okay, thank you all. If you don't have any doubts, we can just wrap up the session. And thanks for joining the session and taking the insights of current technologies and the courses for your future part. What may be the fee? Which course you are asking, Nagamani? I'm just worried about which course you are asking. 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, 6 months. Yeah, 6 months it is a 52,000. It's completely including your internship, placement, real-time projects, university certificate, everything. 6 months is 52,000. As I told you, it's completely, you can avail the 100% education loan also through SBI in the university campus itself. If you are having a good CIBIL score, then you don't need to pay anything. You can just avail the education loan directly from the SBI to the institution. Okay, yeah. Thanks again. So if you have any doubts further, I'm just leaving my contact number here. Just contact me for further more clarifications. Okay. Yeah. Thank you all.